Hi, my name is Abel, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Proctor Car Tips. Today we're going to be talking about driving in the rain and how to prepare for it. Most important is actually preparing before you get on the road during a rainstorm. First things first, make sure all your lights are working, such as headlights, turn signals, and brake lights. Also, properly inflated tires and proper tread depth is definitely very important to do before you get out on the road. One helpful tip on knowing whether your tires are properly inflated or have the correct tread depth is to do the George Washington trick. Now, if you place this quarter in between the tread, if it is not covering George Washington's head, your tread is a little low and you probably should look into replacing those tires soon. If it's in the middle of a storm, just be extra careful because the likelihood of you sliding is a little bit more risky. Another important thing to check are your windshield wipers. Very important. If your windshield wipers do not swipe all of the water on the first try, you may need to replace them. Also, some of them may be a little streaky as well. Definitely something you need to check for, especially if you haven't used it in a couple months. Now here's some tips for while you're driving during a heavy rainstorm. First and foremost, avoid cruise control if you can, especially if you're driving on the highway. What happens is when you have cruise control and you're on the interstate, your car will try to maintain that same speed of 65, 75 miles an hour. When in reality, if you hit a pool of water, you definitely need to be slowing down, not maintaining that speed. The chances of hydroplaning are definitely a little bit riskier then. Hydroplaning is when your vehicle loses traction because your tires actually start gliding between that thin coat of water that separates your tire from the asphalt itself. Now, what do you do if you do happen to hydroplane and start skidding? First and foremost, I know it's a lot easier said than done, don't panic. Make sure to try to stay in control. You want to make sure you stay focused, look forward, and point your steering wheel where you want to go. Avoid slamming on the brakes. This is very crucial because slamming on the brakes will actually make it worse. What you need to do in this particular case, simply let off the accelerator and try to regain control before you start tapping on the brakes to slow down. Windows fogging up is another problem that you may encounter. Make sure the inside of your windshield is clean because the likelihood of them fogging is a little bit larger when they're a little bit dirty. Thanks for watching. My name is Abel. If you have further questions, just comment below. If not, hit the subscribe button and join me for more episodes of Proctor Car Tips.